Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, April 27th. Happy Monday. No, it's not a happy Monday. It's been a Monday. We both have kind of had Mondays.
I can sum it up very easily. For no reason, I was late to work and I was wearing the wrong shoes.
And it all went downhill from there.
Nobody knows how to drive. And I'm not just saying that because, people were, just... Sun glare is a nightmare.
Yes.
And this is the first day, I think, Monday through Friday, where it hasn't been cloudy. I need to clean my windshield.
Ooh.
It's not a problem except when the rays of hell are aimed at your face.
Okay.
Well, they burn me. They hurt my eyes.
I got nothing.
People like being outside in sunny weather. Give me AC and shaded. I can tolerate it with pool. I'll use my element of water to cancel its element of fire.
Okay. Well, hopefully you all had a good couple of weeks. It wasn't a bad couple of weeks for us. It was busy. Did we had those last video?
I didn't know. No, I thought they were covered before.
No, they were not.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just going to sit here and shut up.
I don't think they were anyways. We got new tattoos after Easter.
And somebody's still blinking like, wait a minute, what?
I know. I still look down at my arm and go, oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah, normally somebody likes to be thoughtful to the point of insanity. And my ADHD went, I've been waiting for an excuse to get a tattoo for a decade. I'm getting a tattoo. I like this idea.
Joe wanted a new tattoo. I had an idea. And my idea worked really well for what...
No, I spawned this idea because of you.
You spawned the idea out of my idea, and the next thing I know, we're getting inked. There was no time for Laura to second guess herself. Yeah.
It's almost like we've been married a long time, and I know how to do these things. Comment below if you've had to do that to your spouse, or your spouse has done that to you. Where it's just like, you have a quirk that makes things hard to do, and they know how to get around it, and then you go, wait a minute, what the?
Yes. And I didn't get to see my friend to give them their gift, but I will see them this week, and they will get it this week. I will not be posting pictures of me giving it to them.
I was going to ask if you could film it for my benefit.
I might film it for your benefit, but...
Not out there, but
your benefit.
I know. Yeah, I know. Because I think their face is going to be funny.
I hope they like it.
I have a 70... I'm going to pretend I'm a weatherman. I think the forecast is a 70% chance of crying with a 10% chance of bawling.
I really hope I don't make them cry. That would
No,
awkward.
From being happy.
Well, no, but that would be awkward.
From what you've told me about them, you and them both have the exact same problem of when your emotions get to here, the water comes out of here.
No, they are not a crier.
Okay.
Anyways.
Hey, come here. You want to be a part of this video,
Last week was Ladies Guild's rummage sale, and can I just say that this week is gloriously not busy. Oh, Jesus! The poor cat.
Hi, buddy.
He's like, no, this isn't what I want. What I want is food. But it's still 13 minutes until supper time.
Actually, he's got until we're done with the video.
Anyways. So, yeah. Tell us what you did last couple of weeks. I mean, really. We got one commenter on the last video. So, engagement, please? Possibly? Thanks.
Even if your engagement is, go back to every week. If you want us to do this every week, we can do that. But you need to let us know.
Yes, guys. If you think we should go back to every week, tell us. Now that things have calmed down significantly,
Yeah, our number one stressor for Mondays is, like, I think probably half the year we'll be doing it every other week. Would be a smart idea.
I'm thinking I have thoughts about this.
Talk in private or talk on...
I have thoughts about this. We're going to talk about it maybe in private and then bring it to the greater good. Because I really think that our viewers really just don't care. They like our videos. They like seeing our stitching. But if you have thoughts about it, please comment them below.
Our normal viewers will be tasteful. Anybody new? Be tasteful. Our viewers have their sharks in the water.
If you mean to me, you're going to find out.
Yeah, they're shark. Yeah, Laura didn't even have to ban them. The commenters chased them off.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we shout out our one commenter from...
Teresa,
thank you for posting. And I realize I did get the video put up later than normal because Tuesday of that week was just a giant...
The last 2 weeks is the reason why we switched to 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. So...
Yeah, at least the month before to the month after Easter, somebody is extremely busy.
So much busy. Yes. Yes, my friend is very appreciative of the fact that I am less busy now and we have plenty of time to kind of pick days to hang out and spend time together.
Yeah. Come home bringing tacos.
I'm going to tell him you said that next time we go out.
There's a Taco Bell right there.
So we have to bring home tacos. What if we're out till like 8, 9 o'clock at night, though?
Taco Bell's open till 1 a.m. or later. Tacos. I'm a taco man. And yes, I know Taco Bell isn't Mexican. I didn't say Mexican. I said tacos. Their tacos are not Mexican food. But Taco Bell is Taco Bell, and I've been eating Taco Bell for a very long time, and I like their tacos. I also like Mexican tacos. They are not the same.
No, they're not. Oh! I forgot the fun thing I did over the weekend. I went and saw Mamma Mia!
No, I did not.
Joe did not go. My brother and sister-in-law got tickets for my sister-in-law, their daughters, my mom and I, to go to see Mamma Mia. It was like a community theater production, but it was a city. It's pretty big, pretty sizable city in central Ohio, in Mansfield. So they did a phenomenal job. It was a phenomenal production. There was a minor hiccup with the fact that the hotel that was next door to the theater used to allow overflow parking in a couple of rows very near the theater parking lot. Apparently they have recently changed ownerships and they have turned into the giant bag of socks. And that night was no exception, and they decided rather than trying to peaceably solve the problem, they were just going to call a tow truck company and start towing cars.
With a car carrier. Not a tow truck, a car carrier.
They got 4 or 5, they got a handful of cars out of the parking lot. Excuse me. The manager of the theater, I mean, it's community theater, but it was a pretty big community theater. The manager came out, stopped the first song of the second act about halfway through. The poor actress that is on stage trying to sing is looking at him like, what is going on? And he's like, I'm so sorry, folks. We are going to pause so that anybody who's parked over there can move their vehicle and get it taken care of. It was about a 30-minute delay. The cops were involved because apparently they were trying to prevent people who actually exited the theater to go move their car and get out of the parking lot that was not desired to be parked in. No, they weren't going to let you do that. They were just going to tow your car away.
You want to know what that was?
That was...
They were price gouging. I guarantee that tow company is related to or friends with the guy that owns that hotel.
Something. It was awful. Cops were involved. Folks' cars were allowed to stay there until the end of production, and they were working on resolving the issues with the cars that had been towed away. And the actress who plays Donna in Mamma Mia, in the Mamma Mia production, was phenomenal. Everybody got resettled in. They said, okay, we're resettled. Everything seems to be resolved. We are going to pick up where we left off. She started from the top of the song and didn't miss a beat. Unfazed. I give her, and the whole cast seemed unfazed by it. I give them loads of credit, because that is something that, like, when you're doing a theater production, can throw you. So they did a great job. But it was loads of fun. We went to dinner beforehand, and I had so much fun with my niece and my sister-in-law and mom. What?
I got your dad to laugh really good. I was at home. I was at her mom and dad's house with her dad and her brother, and I stayed there because I make multiple trips and I have a laptop with video games. And I was like, yeah, one of the reasons we were having dinner, and he's like, yeah, we were having steak. I'm like, I held up one of the pieces of steak and went, and this is probably the main reason why I stuck around. Somebody told me there was steak. That's exactly what your dad did.
Your wife can cook you steak. Your wife cooks you steak.
Free steak is free steak.
Okay, fine.
And your dad was actually like, there was like 3 or 4, because he sliced it. There was like 3 or 4 pieces left. I like, he had already said that if you guys want to clear this up, that means he doesn't have to put it away.
That's my dad.
And I went, does anybody? Your brother's like, I'll take 1, you take the other 2, and then Tim's like, and I don't have to put it away.
There you go. Yeah, so it was a good weekend. All right. While we move into our whips, you have some stitching, because you went with me to EGA Stitch Day and did some stitching.
Yeah, that group is entertaining. I feel like I've been adopted.
You have been. Like,
honestly, I'm pretty sure, like, that I would not be surprised if we won the lottery and I was able to show up. They would all jump for joy.
They would love it.
This is just Yin Yang. I don't know what the actual flipping name is, because it's one of those that doesn't have a name. But this is the really bad picture that comes with it.
That's actually not a bad picture.
Oh, no. It's actually showing up better than I thought it is, because looking at this from here, it actually looks better on the screen than it does IRL, because of how small the picture is.
Yeah. Fair.
And I took a hint from her. Instead of going all over the place, I just did here. I can tell you this time how much I did. 290 stitches. I know. I'm such a big stitcher. Because this is what I did.
You're cute.
I mean, when you have 3.5 days in your video games so far, I can tell you what I'm having fun with.
Yes. Yes. Fabulous. I don't have start pictures. I don't have stitch counts. I tried to go back and look for them and find them, and I realized I've completely lost track of where I am and what I'm doing. So I have marked down what week we're in, what I have marked down where I'm working. Yeah.
Can I make a joke that you're probably not going to get, and probably nobody watching will get, but it'll make me laugh?
What?
So you want to go reboot?
Yes, I'm rebooting.
Does anybody remember that cartoon?
And these are going to be in no particular order. Sort of. What are you? Oh! These are in no particular order.
What are you?
I think I actually can do them in some particular order. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just do them.
So my 2 style prompts for the 2 weeks were the Star Touched Meadow style blocks. We'll start with March. I feel like I might have already showed this to you guys, but I feel like I also, again, I'm all discombobulated. There's March. Somewhere down in here. And then I know I worked on May last week. What I really should do is save all my star pictures from each week until after I have on my phone, until after we have done the video. That's actually what I think I'm going to do. Again, down here, these greens mostly. So.
Should I go hit the cat's mute button after you get done? After we get done whips, should I hit the cat's mute button?
There's not much after
That's
whips,
food.
So.
Oh, we're just finished then. Okay.
Okay. So I was going to start that lovely Southern Belle project. That lovely Bucilla kit, the Southern Belle. Yeah, that didn't happen. Because I took it out of the packaging. I had everything laid out. I spent all morning, one morning, pulling the floss, separating the flosses colors, trying to sort the flosses. I had more flosses than I had colors listed, and I didn't have enough strands of certain colors and too many strands of other colors. I was so flipping confused. It all went in the trash. I did salvage the piece of fabric. It all went in the trash, and I said, forget it. I ended up going with the second most popular option of the choices I gave my group of friends to start. I forgot a whip over there. I have to go get it. Yes, I did. So I went with the second most popular option. And the second most popular option was the Dimensions kit, Santa's Secret.
Is that what he was? Is his secret what he was doing with Mommy?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
And this is where I got to on it. This is just on the white Ada that the kit comes in. I have started his face. I'm pretty sure that's his one eye.
That's his eye and that's his nose.
Yeah. So, decent amount of stitching in on it thus far. It is pretty much full coverage. Some of it is like half stitches and stuff, but yeah, it's a lot of stitches. But it's not too big. So that will work. At some point I pulled out a yearly project and decided to stitch on a yearly project. And the yearly project I pulled out was Glory in the Morning by Crosswing Collection. I have an idea of how I want to finish this. It's going to involve us getting to the steam engine show, because I need to find the piece of wood that I want for this. I have a vision. I will give you the vision. And yeah.
No, I'm just thinking how much trouble I can get myself in at that show.
I know. So this is what I took with me to EGA Stitch today, and they were all so impressed that I dyed the fabric myself. I really don't.
What'd you do?
I basically what as here on this leaf, because there wasn't a lot here on this leaf when I started. They were all very impressed. Yes, it is very long. It is very tall. It's going to be a big one, but I think it's going to be glorious. I have a plan for finishing it.
When it comes to you and FFOing, I just trust the process and don't say a word.
Trust the process. I'm glad somebody just trusts the process, because every once in a while I go, oh, what have I gotten myself into?
And usually I tell you exactly what you got yourself into, and I get not helping.
Yes. And then, so, my friend Beth Ann had already picked out a project that we wanted to start for Cross Stitch Weekend, which was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, this past. So I needed one more project, and I text messaged my friend Tristan, and I said, hey, I have a very weird request, because Tristan's not a stitcher, but understands my love of crafting, and I said, pick something. And so they picked something. The something that they picked is Mill Hills Button and Beads. What is it called? Windmill. I started this, so I worked on this last week. I started this last Monday, last week. I didn't get a whole lot of stitching in because with the Ladies Guild Rummage Sale, life was just crazy. But, yes, I am doing this on a piece of fabric as opposed to the perforated paper. I do not like working on the perforated paper for the button and beads kits, mainly because I end up cracking the paper half the time. So I usually just pull out a piece of fabric. And it's really hard to see what I worked on because it's clouds right in there, mostly. This is what is left of the piece of fabric from that I dyed at EGA Natural Dyeing Day. That was walnuts from Laura Ingle Wilder's original farm. The other portion of this fabric, actually, I didn't realize I did this until I was done stitching, and I went, oh, the other piece of this fabric is what I stitched the project for Tristan on. I just pulled a piece of fabric out that I thought would work for it. And I went, oh, okay, that's weird. And now I have to pause and go get the other project that I forgot to grab.
Should I take care of the feline while we're at it?
Yes. And we have returned. Okay. So the project that Bethy Ann and I wanted to start, we wanted to start for Cross Stitch Weekend, so this was kind of her project choice. Because she was the one that showed it to me, even though like when I saw it I was like, ooh, definitely stitching that. She showed it to me. It is Long Dog Samplers. May we live, I don't know, does it have a name? Wishful Thinking. May we live in slightly less interesting times. It is what it was, is a freebie. It was a freebie up on their website. I do not know if it's still a freebie up on their website.
I'll get that while you're talking.
Okay. Wishful thinking. I did 600 stitches on it. I know that because I just finished them yesterday. This is just a piece of fabric that I had dyed. I'm doing it. I chose 3 variegated flosses. What?
Still Sarah.
Still freebie. I chose 3 variegated flosses. And yes, there's thread hanging because this is the edge, and so there's like the little border. That's why the floss is hanging the way it is. Yeah. And it barely fit, like I barely was able to get the whole row because I started in the middle on the top line and went this way and then went that way.
That's where the kink is from the...
Barely made it to those edges with the hoop.
What did I call it?
What?
Instead of playing thread chicken, she decided to play hoop chicken.
Yes, I played hoop chicken. And I won. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. Oh, I'm sorry. I got. Bring. I'm so sorry. I did not think that was going to happen. What the frick?
A hold, please. We have returned. My project is no longer attached to my hair.
I somehow managed to get the floss through some strands of her hair, and then the needle turned and got bunched up. How?
That has been my stitching for the week. 2 weeks. I am working on my... Well, we'll get into that in plans. We'll get into that in plans. Haul. I do have some haul. I have a bit of haul. It's a bit of haul. Wait, I lost it. Where did it go? There it went. What?
I'm terrified if you have a lot of haul!
This is not a lot!
Honey. A bit is 1 or 2.
I got my card of the month kit.
It was a joke. Laugh.
I got my card of the month kit from Annie's card making club. I'm not entirely certain what is all entailed in this card kit. This may become a card kit that doesn't get done, because if it involves watercolors and paints, I don't like doing watercolors and paints.
Isn't this the one you said you don't know if you're going to get rid of or not?
I'm getting closer and closer to jumping off that edge.
Need a push?
I'm
They're irritating me.
wondering,
And I don't
it
even
looks
know what
like I have the water. It looks like they give you a water brush. I would have to open this to figure it out.
Okay.
At the very least, it looks like there are things in here that I can use for other cards. We got that. At some point in the not-so-distant future, I decided I need to replace most of my ink pads, my Stamp It Up ink pads. Joe and I discussed the situation, and I'm just going to use part of our tax return money to buy all of the Stamp It Up ink pads except for like the in colors. So I have a full set. I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
So
wait until I start airbrushing my Gunpla.
I think I'm thinking I can use that like you do the water brush and the ink pad and with the water paint. So
We'll worry about it later.
I'll worry about that.
I'm sorry.
I have plenty of kits to make up, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And then I got the latest issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. I love this.
Oh, I thought you did. Is that mail order or did you pick it up?
It comes in the mail.
Because I thought you picked that up.
No, this comes in the
Because
mail.
that is something you would, if you saw that in a store, you'd pick it up.
No, I subscribe to it so that I get it.
So it doesn't change the fact of what I said.
Yes.
She's a lemon freak.
I'm a lemon girl. I love lemons. I love that they do this now in Just Cross Stitch at the very back. It is the project gallery. So this is all of the projects in the summer 26
Lie
magazine.
down.
And there are some really cute projects in here. Like these red, white, and blue flowers. Obviously, the lemons.
Well, Jokes, you know what we used to call that back in the day?
Hmm.
An index.
Yes, the strawberries.
Oh.
Okay, moving along. And then somebody donated a box of cross-stitching stuff to the rummage sale, and most of them were V-Silla kits that were older than the one that I abandoned. So I wasn't doing that. But there were some Bolivans. I paid for them.
No, that's not what my look was for, young lady.
What?
The way you said, Paul Levans. I was like, you're being weird.
If
and
you
I'm
know.
here for it.
If you know, you know.
Well, I don't know, hence why I'm confused.
Paula Vaughn has passed away. And her charts are very hard to find. So this is Reflections of the Past. Yes. This one is Yesterday's Garden. And they're all charts that I will stitch. Aunt Verida's Porch. So if we could probably call that Aunt Laura's porch, because that would what Aunt Laura's porch would look like. The Upstairs Sewing Room. And Victorian Bouquet. I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them.
Yay, I'm glad you're happy.
I am happy. Okay. So, that is haul. Now let's talk about plans. Do you have any plans to stitch?
Probably not. Honestly, I'll play my games. And I have some Gunpla to do. Then I might do some stitching. I have no idea. My brain is currently 6 weeks to Sunday, and my stomach is going now.
I know. I gotta get dinner cooked.
I'm just saying that's what my brain is. I've had a long day.
It's okay. I love you. get dinner too soon. Okay. So obviously last week's start was the windmill, the Mill Hill kit. Technically, this week's start is the long dog. I'm currently working on this week's Sal project. Sal full coverage project because I'm on the full coverage succulents. I didn't do a yearly project over the weekend, obviously, because I worked on the long dog. All that to say, I'm probably going to, after I get done with the Sal prompt, the full coverage one, go back to the windmill for a little bit because I do want to get some more stitches in on that. And then I might possibly pull out one of my yearly projects and work on that for a day or so. Thursday is probably going to be a lost cause stitching day because my friend is coming over to help me.
You have plenty of time in the morning to stitch.
This is true. I'm pretty sure it will not be an early morning thing. They're not a morning person. They're not a morning person. So we'll see where we get. But that is plans. And that's all we have for this week. So, what do we want those people to do?
Please like. Hold on. Rebooting brain. Please like, comment, subscribe, bell thingy. All that YouTube please like us stuff.
Please
We
like
like
us.
the crazy. Like if you like the crazy.
We hope that you enjoyed yourself. We hope you were entertained. And we hope to see you back for our next video, whether it be in a week or 2 weeks. I don't know at this point. But we do hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching and spending some time with us today. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.